wasn't for bad luck, wouldn't have had no luck at all. Alright, so today we're going to do Born Under a Bad Sign by Albert King. I really like this song. It's actually a pretty simple song because it's only really 2 parts, and then you can kind of add your own flavor to it if you'd like. And so here we go. So basically this entire song is just the key of C sharp minor pentatonic, not the key of, but rather it's the pentatonic in C sharp minor. So let's run through that very quickly, because if you don't know it, you're going to need it. You don't even actually have to add any extra stuff to it. So let's just go through this in case you don't know it. You'll need this for this whole song. Okay, so it's going to be this. It's the 9th fret of the low E, the 12th fret of the low E. You go down to the A string, 9th fret, 11th fret, D string, 9th fret, 11th fret, G string, 9th fret, 11th fret, B string, 9th fret, 12th fret, and then the high E string, 9th fret, 12th fret. Okay, so if you know that pentatonic, you're going to do great in this song. If you don't know it, there it is. And the cool thing is you can move that anywhere. You just need to figure out what your root note is. In this case, an A. But that's not what this lesson's about. But you can just move it anywhere. So it's pretty cool. So we're going to stay in those notes right there. You can even do cool like rhythm solos. And as long as you stay in those notes, it'll sound good. Alright, so if you're going to play this, I'd do it by myself acoustically. Again, if you're playing this on an electric guitar with like a band, it might sound a little different because you might just pick the individual notes. But if you're playing by yourself, if you want to sound it more full, like a little bit more full, you can kind of strum with it, okay? And that's how I play it, but either way, it's fine. I'm going to teach you the notes, and then you can kind of, however you want to play it is cool. So, basically the riff, it goes like this. Okay, the first thing is to hit twice on the low E string on the 9th fret. Okay, so the second part is the 9th fret of the A string, the 11th fret of the A string, the 9 and 11 of the D, 9th of the G, and then back to the 11th of the D. So then the next part, so once you do that twice, then you go to the 9th fret of the A, 11th fret of the A, 9th fret of the D, and then this is a stretch. You can either do it with your pinky or your ring finger. You're going to get that 12th fret of the E, the low E, and then back to the 9th fret of the low E. So all together, very slow, that would be. And that's it, okay? So that's the riff of the song. So then if you want to throw in a little strum, the hard part of this though is you want to make sure that you are palm muting either with your right hand, or if you can do it with your left hand, all the other strings except for the notes that you're playing, right? So you want to sound like. So it's just a strum, and you can use your right hand to kind of palm mute the other strings. You could actually palm mute all the strings. It sounds pretty cool that way too. Now, a way you can kind of add a variation to that is when you do the first part of the riff, rather than going back to the A string, or excuse me, the D string, you can do it like this. And what that is it's just 2 beats on the 9th fret of the low E string, the 9th and the 11th of the A, and then you sit on that D string. And instead of going down to the G string, you just stay on that D string, and you're gonna hammer on to the 11th fret of the D string, and then the second part of your riff. Now that's not every time, but just to kind of put some flavor into it, you can do that. Okay, so after you've done that, and then the only other part, this is I messed up there. The only other part there to the song is you're gonna go to the 5 chord of this song, which is a G♯9, I think. So check me, those music theory folks. I'm pretty sure that's what this is, a G♯9. So you're gonna use your middle finger, and you're gonna go to the 11th fret of the A. Then you're gonna use your pointer finger. It's gonna be on the 10th fret of the D. Your ring finger is going to be on the 11th fret of the G, and your pinky is going to be on the 11th fret of the B string. And that's the only strings you play. Don't play the low or the high E. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take that shape. Don't move your fingers. Just take that shape and slide it down 1 fret to where your middle finger, your ring finger, and your pinky finger are all on the 10th fret of the respective strings, and then your pointer finger's on the 9th fret of the D. Then one more time, where everything is shifted down another fret to where it's going to be your middle fingers and your ring finger and your pinky are on the 9th fret, and your pointer finger's on the D string of the 8th fret. So again, that would be, and I hit the low E. Don't do that, right? So it's, if it wasn't for bad luck, wouldn't have had no luck at all. And then back to your, so that's pretty much the whole song. So again, it'd be born under a bad sign. I messed up there, but wasn't for bad luck, wouldn't have had no luck at all. Alright, so now if you want to kind of play a solo, I'll just kind of run you through some ideas here. Again, this is up to you. As long as you stay in that pentatonic, and you can do some kind of cool rhythm, just kind of strumming along with it. A lot of hammer-ons, right? So a lot of what that is it sounds really, really cool, and it's actually pretty easy. So all you're really doing there is you're barring the 9th frets of the A, D, and G, and you're kind of just playing some hammer-ons and pull-offs, alternating from the 9th fret of those 3 strings to the 11th fret. And you can do those with any of those notes. So I think that's pretty cool. The other thing you can do is right at the start, if you want to kind of play a rhythmic solo, I like to do this. It sounds a little bit like this. It goes. And what that is you're gonna keep. Now this is difficult, right? You're gonna keep your thumb on the 9th fret of the low E string so that you can keep hitting that bass. And then you're gonna bar with your pointer finger here the 9th frets of the D, G, B, and high E, so that if you accidentally do hit them, that's all in the right key, so it won't sound bad, okay? It's kind of got a funk to it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use your pinky or your ring finger to stretch all the way to the 12th fret of the B string. Okay, and the notes that you're hitting are the 12th fret of the B string and the 11th fret of the B string, and then going back to the 9th fret. So it's going to be All right, and then you can just kind of play any notes in that C sharp minor pentatonic. Now, the other cool thing about this song is if you are singing along to it and you're like, gosh, C sharp minor is a little high, and it can be, you can move everything you just learned and just move it around the fretboard. That's the cool thing about this song. You can do an A, and it's really the same, however you want to do it. But the original is going to be C sharp minor. But if you know that pentatonic, you can kind of just play around, and any of those notes are going to sound good. Just put a little bit of rhythm strum, and you got yourself something. So, hope that helps. Let me know if anything was unclear in the comments, and I will try to clear it up. Or if you have any requests for other songs, I will try to get to them. All right.